Permanent Ink by Maxine on AO3. Chapter 2. Katsuki had no idea how long he'd been staring at his arm. He'd more or less gone all tunnel vision on it, the rest of the room fading out around him and his friends, intensely worried voices sounding like they were coming from underwater. There was a churning in his gut, something cold that he refused to acknowledge as panic, even as it clanked upwards towards his chest and turned breathing into something of a challenge. He didn't even realize he was drawing in sharp, gasping gulps of air over and over again until Kirishima finally grabbed his shoulder and shook some awareness back into him. "Hey, Bakugo! Bakugo, hey, calm down, man!" "Holy shit," Sero muttered, and Katsuki realized the other three had crowded around him as well. They were all staring down at his arm, and he had to push away the instinctive urge to hide it from view. They didn't know, he reminded himself, repeated it like a mantra. They weren't there. They had no idea. "Do you know who it is?" Mina asked. "He's gotta, right?" Kaminari bodily shoved Kirishima out of the way and got in Katsuki's face. Then he went a step even further than that, because apparently he felt like dying today, and smacked his palm to Katsuki's cheek and forced him to meet his eyes. "Who is it? We're all friends here. You could tell us if you're stuck with Monomo for the rest of your life. I promise I'll only laugh a little." Katsuki aimed an explosion right at his gut, but he danced backwards and spun out of the way with a snicker, somehow twirling right back into Katsuki's personal space so that he could sling an arm over his shoulder. "Come on, Kachan, share. Get off, you fucking discount Pikachu," Katsuki growled. He was about to explode him again, but then suddenly Kirishima was there, pressing up against his other side and grabbing his arm. "You were kind of freaking out, dude. Everything okay?" "I was not freaking out," Katsuki said in a low, dangerous tone. Kirishima ignored him, too busy reading what his arm said again. Katsuki swallowed. "Do you know who it is?" Kirishima asked, eyes lifting to look at him. Katsuki frowned. "No." Sarah leaned over to check out his arm, too. "What's your deal, then?" Katsuki felt like he was on display in a fucking museum or something and clenched his teeth. He was doing his best not to scream at all of them, but his patience was seriously wearing thin. "Or are you just mad?" "The hell would I be mad about? I don't know who it is," Katsuki said again, because maybe if he kept telling himself that, it would end up being true. "It's just fucking dumb." "Dumb?" Mina laughed. "It's kind of sweet, isn't it? Someone who's gonna save you." "That's why it's dumb," Katsuki snapped. "Like I need to be fucking saved." Kaminari snorted. "Seriously? That's what you're flipping your shit about?" He gave him a weirdly fond look that somehow also said he thought Katsuki was being completely ridiculous, and that put Katsuki right the fuck over his limit. "All right, all of you, fuck off and die," he snarled, twisting away from them and stepping back towards his bed. He gestured angrily at his arms, sparkling flying from his left palm. "I gotta live with this stupid bullshit tattoo on me forever. It could at least be something less." He didn't know where to go with that, not sure how to explain why it was so damn insulting and disrespectful. Frankly, and how dare Deku think he even needed fuck? Aw. Mina was right back in his face again because she had no concept of personal space. "It's not that bad, Bakugo. Maybe they're just teasing you. It could be an adorable meet cute, you know?" "What the hell's a meet cute?" Sarah muttered, and Mina spun around to beam at him. "It's the scene in the movie where the romantic interests meet for the first time." "There's no way Bakugo ever meets anyone in an adorable way," Kaminari said. Mina just pouted at him, hands popping her hips. "You don't know. Maybe he'll be at a bar, or some troll will be hitting on him, and then this badass lady will slide in pretending to be his fiance, and once the troll backs off, she'll give Baku a sexy smile and say," she turns to Kachan, curling her arm around his as she leaned in and grinned up at him, continuing to lower, slurry tone, "You look like you needed saving." Ew, was that somehow worse than everything involving the sludge villain? Katsuki made a face, trying to shake Mina off him. That was so. Sarah blinked. Oddly specific. Mina just said it, Kaminari pointed out. Maybe that was it. Maybe she's your soulmate. Katsuki barged out at a harsh laugh as Mina finally let him go. Yeah, fucking right. Rude, Mina harumphed. It could just be something that happens on the job, Kirishima said. Any random hero dropping in to help you out on a rough day could toss that out there as an opening line. Kirishima snickered. Maybe Endeavor will rescue you. I will actually kill you, Katsuki interrupted, deadpan. Then he scowled, cutting his hand in front of him. No more talking about it. Everybody shut up. I gotta cover this up somehow. What? Why? Mina cried. She sounded like she was personally offended by the very idea, as though Katsuki was committing a war crime or something. Because Katsuki marched towards the attached bathroom so he could unearth the first aid kit from underneath the sink. No one else needs to see this. It wasn't entirely unusual for people to cover up their words. Just because his friends were nosy as fuck didn't mean that the general population was. Soulmates' words could be very private, and not everybody wanted them full on view display all the time. They even sold patches specifically made for it, designed in every skin color or pattern under the sun. He would have to pick some up next time he was out. He hadn't thought that he would need them. Katsuki stomped back over to his bed, which Mina and Kaminari were now sitting on. He shoved himself between them, sitting in a cross-legged position. I don't want you assholes telling anyone either. Really? Kirishima asked, dropping down into his chair at Katsuki's desk. Sarah leaned against the desk beside him. Oof, big ass, Kaminari muttered. Yes, really, and I'm serious, Katsuki said, pinning Kaminari with a glare. I don't want anyone else knowing. Kaminari held his hands up in front of him. All right, my lips are sealed. This is so not romantic, Mina said with a sigh. She rested her chin on her fist. Boys are lame. Katsuki frowned down at his arms. Soulmates are lame. They were never romantic to begin with. He trailed his finger along his words, then pressed a little harder as if the ink-black dashes and curves spelling out his supposed destiny were really just leftover smudges from a pen that he could rub off. They're just inconvenient. Hell, if I'm letting some random words manipulate me into being with someone I don't give a shit about. Sarah squinted at him. Are you sure you don't know who it is? Yes, Katsuki snapped. Stop fucking asking. All right, dude, Kirishima said. It's cool, don't worry, we won't say anything. Good. Katsuki pulled an elastic band out of his first aid kit. Now, someone help me wrap this damn thing. Denial is a river in Egypt. Your soulmate is Izuku. Okay, alright. Jokes aside, I am back. It has been 2 weeks and a half. I am so sorry about that. That is literally when y'all decided to just pop out of nowhere and, blow up a video of mine. So I'm back. This is my first upload ever since that happened. Again, sorry about that. I've commented about this, but my laptop decided to be a diva and break, so I had to take it to the laptop hospital, aka I just had to get it repaired and stuff. Um, I literally just got it back today, or well, yesterday for you guys, as I'm uploading this tomorrow. Um, as for my uploading schedule, for the next 7 to 8 days, depending on how you count it, I guess, I will be uploading like daily to catch up on where I was supposed to be with my schedule. So today, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I will be uploading chapters 2 through 5 of the series, and then go back to the regularly scheduled chapter every Thursday. Make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, and take your meds. Have a wonderful day or night, depending on when you're watching this. And thank you for watching.